Ender Magnolia does a good job at what it does. I'd been hovering on this one for quite some time before I decided to pick it up. So, 6 quick review, hopefully can save you some time. I got the Platinum Trophy after so many hours, so let's talk about it. So immediately had to switch the difficulty to hard mode, and thereafter the first few hours of playing I knew what I was getting into. An RPG side-scroller that handles a lot like Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Hollow Knight, and definitely Mega Man. So you play as Lilac, I don't really know how to pronounce your name, who is a wizard or an attuner from an academy that went straight to hell, who wakes up in the middle of nowhere with plot-convenient amnesia. But hey, at least it sets up the story so the side characters can explain everything, I guess, to the amnesia. I noticed it makes plots easier to unfold from a writer's perspective, but I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing though. I mean, haters can say it could be lazy or an unearned, but honestly, after a good boss fight, it definitely feels earned. But back to the plot. You basically go around saving humans who were experimented on called homunculi from a sickness that drives them nuts. I won't go any further because spoilers and you can find out for yourself, so. Combat system is fairly forward. You damage them via attack and each enemy has a stagger meter to break. The game handles well. I had no issue getting up to speed with controls and the ability system. As you progress, you will start restoring the minds of the homunculi to their former glory, thus gaining them as allies, aka gaining them as abilities. You can equip up to 4 abilities at a time. Each character you help gives you 3 variations of their own abilities, which I thought was pretty cool. Usually hate having to backtrack, but when you have new abilities, explore areas off limits. I don't mind. Getting into the hard to reach spots, you feel the progression, and the thing about these kinds of games is you can use your abilities to help you traverse, avoid damage, and just move everywhere overall. Going from double jumping to wall climbing, it brings out your creativity on how to handle each situation. Playing on hard mode felt like you're playing a Souls-like game because you can die really easily, so it was a challenge as you get limited amount of healing per campfire, or respite as it's called in this game. Platforming was fun and varied, the fast travel was very convenient, the equipment system had so much customization, a lot of variety, you can have different playstyles, and you have 1 to 5 sets to choose from and customize. Also very useful. I had one for boss fights, focusing on damage defense relics, and one for exploring, focusing on health and boost relics. You can upgrade both your abilities and your relics, and you can really feel the upgrades kick in, especially the gun upgrades. The gun does in fact feel a lot more faster when you upgrade it. Puzzles for treasure were not too hard, that had you use your new abilities in some kind of way. Side quests kind of thing, you know, keeps it fresh. Boss fights felt varied and had no reusing design assets, and on that note, there were hardly any annoying enemies, which seems kind of rare. The game gets increasingly more challenging as you progress through each area. The world as a whole reminds me of Midgar from Final Fantasy VII, the slums on the bottom and the riches on top. Lower stratum versus central and upper stratum. Very dystopian. Love it. Also, I didn't mind the collectibles for the Plat Trophy this time. I found most of them on my first run, so. The character designs were all varied, ranging from academy student to robotic samurai. The map and area designs kept changing things up, as well as it made use of abilities to traverse while at it. It kept things varied throughout the game, so it doesn't get boring. The graphics were like JRPG graphics. It's got that vibe going for itself in the dialogue as well. Each area was made to run on a theme, ranging from the depths of the lower stratum to the high reaches of the academy. Each environment was crafted with intent and itself made a memorable statement. So the sound design and music. I kept comparing this game to Nier Automata, the themes and the music. And oh man, the music, it always hits home for me. I don't even understand what they're saying most of the time. It's kind of out of this world, alien-like, I guess. But yeah, I really dig that kind of sound, I guess. But yeah, check this one out. Some people may see this as a negative, but no voice actors. I'm fairly okay with this though. A bad performance can sometimes ruin a character drastically.
Seems to be energy resources. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
Sound design for weapons, well, always done. Pretty straightforward. Nitpicking time as usual. We're at that part of the video you nitpick. One thing I noticed, there's no upward thrust attack. The main plot of the story does seem pretty generic. Nothing new in my books. I could not tell who was who as there were a lot of side characters. I only knew the two main characters and the main bad guy. And this one the most. There's no clear explanation of where to go. The game does not hold your hand and you can get lost for hours if you suck. You basically gotta explore till you find something and take it from there. And that can take a while sometimes. In conclusion, I like playing a side-scroller here and there throughout the year. It's definitely fun in my kind of game. And it's fast. These games usually only take like 15-20 hours. In a world full of shooters, I'm glad there are still team devs dedicated to making these types of games. I find indie games to be more fun than most AAA games these days. There is another Ender game in the series that I'm probably gonna get at once it goes on sale, so the game does really well at what it's supposed to be.
So, apparently there's a subgenre for these types of games, and it's called Metroidvania. It's like a mixture between Metroid and Castlevania where, as you acquire new abilities, you can explore new areas type of thing. So, I just found that out today. I guess you learn something new every day.
And to that, I'll give this game a 10 out of 11. Cheers.